Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Bear Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at is from Cigar City Brewing Company out of Tampa, Florida. This is the Invasion Tropical Pale Ale. It is 5% alcohol by volume and 50 IBUs. Dry hopped with Simcoe and Mosaic hops. With tropical notes of mango and tangerine, imparted by Simcoe and Mosaic hops, this crisp and sessionable pale ale is a perfect companion for long days of marauding, pillaging, and pirating. CigarCityBrewing.com is the website if you want to go check it out. Now, this particular can, I like how they have the date right there on the bottom. It says canned on April 30th, 2019. So, still a pretty fresh can. I've never had this before, so let's go ahead and get into it. I've had a lot of the Cigar City beers over the years. One of my favorite is the Maduro Brown Ale. That's an excellent brown ale. I've also had their Florida Cracker, which I thought was pretty good. So let's see how this one stacks up. Excuse me. There's your pour. Nice 2.5, 3-finger, foamy, slightly off-white head. The appearance is a hazy orange gold color. A few streaming bubbles going up the glass. I actually see a little bit of sediment floating around in here, but not a lot. Just a few little pieces of fine particulate matter. And it is pretty hazy, like I said. Although when you hold it up to the light, you can see through it somewhat. But it's not very clear. The aroma, nice and tropical. And it is a tropical pale ale, says right there on the label. So I'm getting notes of grapefruit, a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of a dank thing going on with this as well. I'm not necessarily into piney, but it is slightly resinous on the aroma. It smells really good though, nice and fresh smelling. A little bit of like wheat bread on the aroma as well, to let you know that it's got some nice malt character. All right, it smells nice. It definitely smells hoppy, but you're getting a little bit of malt character as well on the aroma, some nice breadiness. So it smells like it's going to be a pretty well-balanced beer. 50 IBUs, I wouldn't necessarily guess 50 IBUs just from the aroma. So let's go ahead and see how it tastes, guys. Cheers. Very nice. Um, Definitely getting the tropical fruit notes, a little bit of grapefruit, some pineapple, maybe a touch of mango. Is that what that is? Maybe a slight mango note. Very nice and fruity. There's some nice breadiness in the middle of the sip. More of like a wheat bread. There's almost a little bit of a toasted note in there as well, like a lightly toasted wheat bread note in the middle of the sip. The hops, the Simcoe and Mosaic hops are really imparting some nice fruity notes. There's almost like a little bit of a berry note in here as well. Maybe a little strawberry or blueberry. It's very in the background though, but it's there. It's definitely there. There's a lot of complexity with this. The hops are providing a really nice complexity of flavor. It's quite enjoyable. And this is made to be more of a sessionable pale ale because it's only 5%. Now the 50 IBUs, it's a very well balanced beer because you're getting a lot of malt character and you're getting a ton of complex hop notes and hop character with this. But it is bitter on the finish. The bitterness is kind of building the more I sip on it. So for me, This is like one or two and I'm done. Even though this would be more sessionable for people that are into this style, for me, not so much, just because that bitterness just keeps building and it would become unpleasant after about two, I think, for me. However, that being said, this is an incredible beer. Uh, just an excellent beer for the style. I'm really, really enjoying it. The body is relatively light, so you could session these if this is your thing. The 5% alcohol, like I said, very low, so you're not going to get, you could drink more than a few of these if you wanted to, and you shouldn't have any trouble. Um, the flavor notes are spot on with this. It's got those nice tropical fruit notes. It's got that nice malt backbone, that breadiness that you expect from a beer. It's really good. It's a solid A. I'm gonna go with a 95 out of 100. It's excellent. It's a solid A beer. I highly recommend it if you like hoppy, fruity beers. This is more along the lines of like a New England style or an East Coast IPA because it has more of the tropical fruit notes. However, it does have a little bit of dankness in there as well. I wouldn't go as far to say a piney note, but there is a little bit of a resinous type thing going on with it. But most of the hop presence that I'm getting, or the hop tasting notes that I'm getting, are fruity and tropical fruit for the most part. Grapefruit a little bit, but pineapple and a little bit of mango. And then there's that berry thing that's in the background, which is really nice. So 95 out of 100 for the Cigar City Brewing Company's Invasion Tropical Pale Ale. I highly recommend going and checking it out. It is an excellent product. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. I hope you're all having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.